The never-ending saga of California break laws. Now we have another area that we need to pay attention to if you have employees that work outside. Labor Code Section 226.7 was amended effective January 1st, and you're required to give people a recovery period if they're working outside. Recovery period, a cool-down period for the employee to prevent heat illness. Failure to provide it will subject the employer to, yet again, one possible hour of pay penalty. The recovery periods are the ones defined and required by Cal OSHA. You have to allow and encourage at least 5 minutes of rest in the shade as needed to protect from overheating. That's, in a simplistic phrasing, the basic requirement for the recovery period. So if, for example, you're a landscape company and you have people working outside, it's going to be very important that you not only be aware of this, but you start doing some things to document your efforts to comply. Because the problem here is this is where the gotcha mentality comes in. It's going to be very hard to protect against a claim like this. How are you going to prove that you allowed and encouraged 5 minutes rest as needed? When was it needed? So I don't have any template to give you on how to document it, but I would encourage you to start thinking about in your business little things you can do. Little things, for example, like making sure that it's communicated to your supervisors, so your supervisors, mention it to the employees. I had a client a couple years ago, probably told this story before, where the supervisor walked up to a group of guys that did work outside. They worked on a ranch, and they were laying under the tree. And he said, "What are you doing?" And they said, "We're taking our break." They were taking their 10-minute break. And he said, "Breaks are for wimps. Nobody really takes their break." And then they called me when they got a claim.
That's not as unusual as you think it might be, actually.
And really, it's training. I don't think that supervisor would have said that. He was just being flip. He wouldn't have said it if he had been told, you can't be saying stuff like that.